In this video, I'm going to talk about some things that can help you make your week go by much faster, because oftentimes we're at work and we're doing all these things and it just makes the months and years just drag on. And I hope I can share some strategies that can help you make that not happen to you. When it comes to making time go by faster, there is one big thing that can really help, and it's creating a routine. And routines, they're not hard to make. It takes a lot of time and effort, and you really have to be intentional. When you go about making a routine, one thing to keep in mind is taking the time to block out time where you can spend time with friends, family, and have hobbies that you can do as well. Because when you plug those things into your week, it gives you some sort of control, because your boss might give you a work schedule. You still have extra time where you can take control of. So now that you kind of have your own schedule as well and your work schedule, you're not overwhelmed by the workload, because you kind of have fun activities planned throughout the week that you can do as well. Another thing that can make the weeks go by much faster is really taking the time to connect with people, because time tends to go by much slower when we're not communicating with others, because we're just all in our head. Our mind just gets way too stuffed, and it's very important for us to kind of share what's going on in our lives with others, because it can help us and them as well, because we all have a lot of insight that others need to hear. And others too, when you're talking to them, you kind of get pulled out of reality. You're kind of lost in a conversation, and that can also help recharge you, so that after the conversation you can be more focused to tackle the day. So if you have the time blocked out to talk to people, that can be very helpful. Another thing as well is hobbies. We all need hobbies to get us going. I myself, I work out in the morning. I try to study Creole, which is a language I used to speak when I was in Haiti. And I try to do all those hobbies as often as I can during the week, because it gives me a lot of enjoyment. And if you try to do that too in your life, things will just seem much more enjoyable, because you have something that you're interested in to do. You're not just working all the time, and you're also not wasting time, because it's very easy to get bored when you're just sitting there trying to figure out what to do. But if you take the time to cultivate hobbies, over time it's going to become a part of you, and you'll find much more meaning out of life because you've created it yourself. I found that you can make the weeks go by much faster, but the days themselves, it's much harder, because it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A week, you can kind of speed up, because, for example, if you meal prep, you can do it for the whole week. But if you're meal prepping every single day, that's much harder. It's not going to seem like time is going by fast. So if you try to focus on making the weeks go by faster, the months will go by much faster as well, because the days kind of turn into the weeks. So you want to look at the days overall as segments, and segments is the best way to do it, because it's a good enough chunk of time that you're not overwhelmed. Because if you're trying to plan things months and months ahead, it's going to be overwhelming. There's way too many possibilities that can derail you. And if you're planning things the next day, it's more stress, because there's more things you have to account for. You always have to be at it. But if you're doing it for the week, you do not have to be as stressful, because you know what is coming at you. This is the end of the video, and I hope you guys found a lot of value from it. I created a lot of other videos that are very similar to this. A few of them are going to pop up here, and you should also check them out as well. I really hope that you guys did find a lot of value from this video, because I myself have used a lot of the strategies that I mentioned, and it just makes my life much easier, and I hope it can do the same for you.